If it gets any worse, we're going to have to close the beaches, and there won't be any kids or any people, just a lot of dirty sand.
It's awful.
Yeah, it sure is. Brian, I was wondering if you'd like to help me.
Help? How?
Well, I'm getting some kids together to help me collect samples, and I'd like Brian to help me.
Can I, Dad?
It's okay with me, but I think you better check with your mother first. Hey, I'll give you $2 a sample. Huh?
Wow.
You'll do it. Now, all you have to do is you take the bottle and put the water in it, and then write on the label where you found it at what time of day. Okay? And if your mother says it's okay, you meet me tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock, down by the bridge, and I'll show you exactly what to do.
Yeah, but can we do it right now?
No, I have to be at work at 10 o'clock. And I got to get cleaned up, you know?
Ken, it's past 10:30.
I think you're a little bit late. Yeah, I guess so. Well, I better run, huh? I'll see you tomorrow morning.
Yep.
Right on.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
Oh, boy, are they going to be surprised at the office when they see him covered with mud and everything. Yuck.
He's a nice guy. I like him.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, Fisher. Let's finish up this game.
Whatever it is that's going on inside.
got to think this thing through. And you're certainly in no shape to do that now. How do you feel?
Tired. Very tired.
All right, you get some rest now. I'll call the office. I'll tell them that you're here in case they need to reach you for anything. Richard Abbott.
Wonderful, isn't it? I can't even do my work.
Joe, you've trained your staff so well that you don't need to be there every single minute.
I want to help that Abbott kid. He's good. Of course, training the younger members of the staff is a very important part of my job, isn't it?
Well, I'm sure if he can't reach you, he will just call up the New York Times or the London Express. What that boy needs is discipline. He really needs someone to put him in his place.
I don't know. You know, he has an intensity and a love for his work that I had once. He goes out and gets the news with all the truth there is in it. That's good. If I were you, I would encourage you. You're going to need good people like that if anything happened to me.
Joe, don't talk like that because nothing is going to happen to you.
I should have told Viki about this when it first happened.
That was really my fault. I guess I feel so protective towards Viki. I wanted to shield her.
So did I. Now that this has happened.
Well, I still think it was better not to tell her.
Dorian, you're a very bright woman, but you're a little off base this time, I'm afraid. Look what just happened.
If you tell Viki, you'll regret it.
Why?
Joe, this is so hard for me to say.
Say what? Say what?
Viki loves you very much. If you told her, she would feel totally protective about you and want to be with you every single minute. And you're going to frighten her. Pardon me to say this, but in one of these attacks, even a mild one, it's not very pretty. And to see someone so utterly helpless, arms and legs thrashing, jaws clenched. Viki would feel pity for you, Joe, and you don't want that.
Is that what you felt? Pity?
No, of course not, Joe. I'm a doctor, and I see things in a very clinical manner, as a professional. Now, a wife can't do that.
I suppose you're right.
Also, the CAT scan is just 10 days off. And after that, we'll all know what's happening. Then you can tell Viki about it concretely and what they're going to do about it.
Well, there's
Sometimes we'd stop, and I'd just sort of lie under a tree and stare up at the clouds. And I thought an awful lot about us. And the best part about it was that I never thought about the past. All I ever thought about was the beautiful future that we have ahead of us. And here we are. We're reasonably young. We're very healthy. We have a perfect child and financial security. But more important than anything, we have each other. You know, darling, when I was away, I realized more than anything how very much I love you. And I promise you that from now on, I'm going to cherish every single minute that we have together.
So, what do you think about the old girl now, huh? She won the game for me.
Well, I don't like her any more than I did before. But, you know what they say. Good chess players aren't very good fishermen.
Oh, well, I never heard that saying. I think you just made it up.
Well, you're right. But can you do me a favor?
Well, now that depends on how tall it is and how wide it is.
Well, it's about medium.
Yeah, okay. I'll give it a try.
Well, you know my former friend, Erika, the one that I had to fight with?
Yeah, I remember.
Well, I was wondering if you could...
Go beat up his father?
No, Dad. Listen.
I could have been a contender.
Listen, I was wondering if he could come over and you could explain to him, like, how you were a secret agent and everything. That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then he'd understand why I had to fight you and everything.
Yeah, I think I could do that.
Great, thanks. Gee, it seems like I've been thanking you a lot.
Yeah, well, I got a lot of things to make up to you for, Brian.
No, you already did.
That's a really nice thing to say. You're a good boy, son.
Thanks. Can I go call him now?
Sure, go ahead.
Great. Hey, you gotta finish your sandwich. Come on, I'll take over ready. Picture hangers, shelving linens, and that's as far as we got. And I'd like to tell you something. I found since I've been sick that I have a hard time making decisions. I go into a supermarket or a department store and suddenly I feel terrified. But you really helped me. You've made it very easy and a lot of fun. Oh, Kathy, I'm glad to help you. And besides, I can even pretend it's my own little cottage I'm fixing up. Go right ahead. You know something? I like corners more than rooms. Like when I think of a room, I don't think of a whole room. I think of special places. Like, for instance, there's a window, and you set a pot of pussy willows on it, and maybe a rocking chair by the window, and you made a special corner. That's a lovely idea. Let's put it on the list. A pot of pussy willows and a rocking chair by the window. Okay, and I know what window it was good by. Okay. Put that in the middle of it. Special place.
Just a second, I called the office to see if Joe arrived yet.
Richard, we left the office about 2 minutes ago. And unless Joe suddenly got hold of Clark Kent's case, he won't be there.
All right, let's go to some lunch and start.
Okay.
Mrs. Ward, I'm a reporter for the Chronicle. I did your story. I'm so pleased to see you back in circulation.
Thank you very much. The name is Craig.
Sorry, weren't you married to Tony Lord?
Yes,
But now you're Mrs. Craig. Well, congratulations.
Miss Craig. My maiden name. Kathy, you don't have to tell him anything.
Mind if I join you?
Yes. Friend and I are discussing things.
Such as?
Such as the different kind of creeps there are in this world.
How long have you been divorced?
I really would rather not talk about it.
It must have been before the car accident, right?
Please, I don't want to discuss it.
You've had quite a year.
You know, I really wish you'd mind your own business.
When you're a reporter, everything is your business.
Lana, I don't think we should have come here. Kathy, you have a right to go wherever you want to.
That's right. And I have a right to ask you questions. Now, Miss Craig, what I want to know is, how come a divorce now? I mean, Tony Lord went through a lot with you.
Excuse me. Kathy, no. Now, we're not going to run away from somebody like that. It's okay. I'll cook manager.
He stepped by you through taking the Reilly case and your illness.
Okay, that's it, huh?
Ow! better get back to your egg salad.
But I said out.
Sorry, but I came here for lunch. You know, you're going to have to brown bag it, boy. Look, I was just interviewing her.
No, you were just leaving.
Now, this is Craig. About the Reilly family.
I said you were just leaving.
Why didn't they press charges against you, Mr. Craig?
You're not hurt.
No, I'm fine. Did you see that yo-yo?
Yes. Well, I would like to thank you, Mr.
Abbott. Richard Abbott.
Well, I don't know why you did it, but I'm terribly grateful.
No need to thank me. You gotta stop people like that.
Well, thank you anyway.
Okay. Joanne, I think we better go.
Just for a little while.
Change your dress. You cleaned up?
I did. Nobody knows.
My head feels a little clearer. I'm going to take your suggestion. I'm trying to convince Viki to go to the mountains for 10 days, but that's it. That's the end of it. When I get the results of that scan, I'm going to tell her everything.
When do you plan to tell Viki about the mountain trip?
Tonight.
Okay, boy, you really look good in it, too.
Hey, thanks.
And don't forget, don't let Dorian con you into coming tomorrow.
Well, no, that would be impossible. I mean, even if she offered me the crown jewels or apple orchard and all the tea in China.
Why's that?
Well, because I plan to spend the day with you. Now, look, remember, we have to take care of those river samples first thing in the morning, and don't forget to check with your mother first, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Days with you are best days in the world.
Good night, Dad.
Good night, Mike.
I love you.
I love you too, Brian. Very much.
What shall we drink to? I know. To getting what we want.
I'll drink to that.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I want you to know that there are many of us who want the same thing for you as you do.
How does everyone know what that is?
Well, for you and Pat and Brian to be a family again. Isn't that correct?
I wasn't aware that the community was concerned.
Well, Pat is very well liked, and at the Banner she's very respected. And your son Brian. He's such a wonderful child. I've been very fond of both of them.
Yeah, well, I guess I've been putting them through some pretty bad times lately.
Well, I think Pat's a strong person, as well as being beautiful and talented. I think they've been lonely, but as far as I can see, the only fault that Pat has made is in her solution of that loneliness, turning to Tony.
Look, if you don't mind.
After all, we are talking about my own stepson. It's very difficult for me to say this, but he has already hurt one woman, and I would like to think that would be enough.
I would feel a lot better about this if Tony were here to defend himself.
But I care about Pat. She's my friend, and that's why I'm worried. Maybe it was the bad in Tony that attracted her, and she thought that she could change him. But that never happened. She was lonely. She thought that she could help Tony, and somehow she got involved in a silly romantic scene.
Look, Dorian, I think you're a very interesting woman, and I am enjoying this drink, but I would be a lot happier if we could change the discussion to another topic.
It was just a way for me to express my feelings, because I think romantic dreams can oftentimes be very disastrous.
Maybe we could talk about the food stamp program, or your favorite poet.
I get the message. Okay, let's talk about you instead, and your work in the underground.
Well, I became fascinated with it in college. I was young, idealistic, out to change the world. Unfortunately, some of my best friends, who were very bright and very talented, became completely radicalized and turned to violence.
I just can't understand the violence.
No, neither could I. And I couldn't go along with it, because I felt that it was compromising the efforts of some very sincere people to change things for the better in this country.
You certainly know a lot about the subject.
I've been a student of it for a long time. Actually, I wrote a book about the early underground.
Why didn't you go on writing?
Well, the book came to the attention of the intelligence agency that recruited me, and with that background, it was easy for me to go into the underground to try to stop the bombings and the killings.
That'll be a fascinating subject for your second book.
No, there's not going to be a second book.
Why not, with all that experience?
It's cost me too much already. And to try to cash in on a memory as painful as that, I think would be to cheapen it. No, I'd rather forget about it and just sort of go on.
Let's drink to that. I'm glad Longview is going to be your new home.
Thank you for a very nice evening.
It was my pleasure. Having someone new in town allows all of us to see things from a different perspective.
I think being able to do that is what makes you such an interesting woman, Joanne.
Why, thank you. And please, feel free to use Lansdale whenever you like. Oh, you could bring Brian up here. There are lots of things for a young boy to enjoy.
Thank you, I will. Good night.
Good night. See you soon.
Such a lovely evening.
Oh, you're like a breath of fresh air. So interesting. Such new perspectives.
Yes, I know. Dorian, I've never seen you quite so lovely.
Martha, what are you doing?
What was all that about?
What was all one about?
What was he doing here?
I was just getting to know him, that's all.
Ah, good. For a second there, I thought you'd gotten a new man in your life. Someone to lighten my loads on those long, lonely evenings.
I do what I please. And I neither need nor want your advice or your solutions. Do you understand? Now I'd like to be left alone.
What are you doing? Smashing the hell out of the flowers.
Next 10 days are going to be crucial to me. If I'm never going to get what I want.
Aren't you being a bit melodramatic?
Get out of here. Thank you.
I'm going to take your suggestion and try to convince Viki to spend the next 10 days in the mountains. That's the end of it. As soon as I know the results from the scan, I'm going to tell her everything.
Dorian? Anything wrong?
No. And in fact, maybe we're finally going to pull things together with a little bit of luck. All in due time, Marco. Kevin is still awake. Do you want to go upstairs for his dinner? Put him to bed?
Well, no, not just now. First, I have an announcement.
Oh, dear. Very serious. Why are you so solemn?
Well, I think I've solved our summer problem.
I didn't realize we had any.
Oh, sure we do. Kevin has a heat rash. Am I working too hard? You're being bored?
Who said I was bored?
Now, please, I'm building my case. You wouldn't admit it if you were bored, would you?
Okay, Kevin has a heat rash, and you are working too hard, and for the sake of argument, I'm bored. What's the solution?
Well, I think you and Kevin